What is going on, everyone out there in our Cats Chat world? We're so thankful to be back live for another episode. Of course, I'm Michael. This ugly guy to my right is Mark. If I'm looking a little bit offside here, I apologize. It's a Wednesday game again, and there's 17 seconds on my computer or my YouTube. Mark, I bet you the game's already over for you, ain't it?
No, it's not. Of course, LSU got a foul with 17 seconds left, and they took away a basket by Ortega that looked like it was clearly out of his hand, but they took it away.
Okay. Well, so we'll be distracted here, but we already got Johnny, of course, jumping in here. Johnny, we thank you so much for Johnny? Comments as always. Mark, how have you been doing?
Man, doing all right. It's been a hectic weekend. We called 11 ball games in a matter of 2 days. Had 2 on Friday and then called 9 games all day Saturday. So it's a pretty busy day. And then back to school and hoping for a snow day tomorrow.
I got you. I understand. Well, myself, I don't know if you knew this, but I have taken up a new hobby. We got media passes to we got media passes to the Kentucky game on Sunday, the women against Oklahoma.
Yeah, I hate it. I couldn't be there. I know I couldn't be there. I'm sorry. My son was going back to college that day, and I felt
the wife went with me, and our new hobby is photography. So she really enjoyed it. We was taking pictures the whole time, trying to act like we knew what we were doing. And I think now we know that we need to get a lens and actually try to say,
well, hey, I mean, I saw she posted some, like that picture of you and George was really good.
Yes, that was with the camera. Mm-hmm. But we found out now that we need a lens where we can get a little bit closer. Then maybe I can change my media pass to also like photography as well, be MP just like my NBA creator guy. But anyways, Mark, we know everyone that's on here live with us. We want to talk Kentucky basketball, but we also want to talk Kentucky women's basketball because really they're the ones that's winning right now. And we've got a wonderful guest that's going to join us right now. She's backstage, and I'm excited to bring her on. I'm just going to call her KK because that's what my family would say anyways. But, of course, we have Kaelyn Carroll coming on here. I was trying to do the camera in as well. And we're so thankful for you to join us. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, guys.
Awesome. So, of course, you're a freshman this year, all NBA player of the years, all this different things of rewards, everything. How has it been playing at Kentucky for college basketball, even for your first year here?
It's been great. Definitely learning a lot. SEC play has been really, really fun. But honestly, just playing with this team and playing under Coach Brooks's coaching has been amazing.
Good. Of course, I don't want to go too far into the Oklahoma game just yet because that was a great game as a fan just to watch it. So transitioning for you here, of course, Brooks talked to you many times or at least talked to media about, Kaelyn's playing well in practice and everything, but she's still a freshman learning this. And, of course, at the after the game, he said, this was a second semester freshman playing some good minutes in the Oklahoma. So how does it feel for you to basically have a half semester or semester under your belt, really learning how this college life goes as far as education and learning the plays and everything?
Yeah, for sure. That was a great compliment by him. I'll take that. I work really hard in practice, so it's good to hear that I'm improving, and especially in that game, I thought that was a good representation of that. But, I'm getting a lot more comfortable with this team and with the Kentucky itself, so it feels good.
Good. Of course, Mark, I know Tiani, who we love, was on our show before. She's had her elbow that she dislocated, and if you watch it on YouTube, it's very nasty. And
no, I don't want to see that.
Well, when it happened, I was watching it live, and I thought it was a leg, the way the lady dove for the basketball on a loose ball, and I thought, oh, man, it undercut her or something with the knee with that. But replaying, it wasn't her knee, it was her elbow. And, of course, with her missing some minutes, we don't know how long where it's going to be. I think what we're saying is week to week, and of course that's details, whatever. But Kaelyn, you've been able to kind of capitalize on some of these minutes that she would have been gotten coming your way. And personally, I guess I'm going to kind of talk about the Oklahoma game a little bit. That game was rough for us for the first quarter. I think we shot 29%, and I felt like you kind of were a spark coming off the bench, hitting that 1-3 when we had like back-to-back threes. How was that feeling for you?
No, it was great. I mean, quick story. I was actually about to check in for Tiani right before she dove for that ball. So I was literally watching that all happen, and it was like I was sick to my stomach. So yeah, no, it definitely sucks having her out. But she's definitely not gone. She's constantly coaching me, honestly, in practice, and I can hear her in the game as well. So just coming into that game to Oklahoma, I was really prepared. I knew without Tiani it was gonna be rough. Especially we saw in that Alabama game. I think we were kind of just like frazzled a little bit. But we got back to practice. We got back to it, and I knew that my opportunity was going to come. So I went out there with confidence, and I guess it worked out.
And, one thing that I really like is my wife's like, well, give me some stats for her that we could put out for a graphic and whatnot. I said, but see, you can't really show how you play on just stat sheets. Like, you're doing the dirty work really as far as, playing good defense, boxing out, finding the right plays on that part of it, and do the unpenciled things, what I always call it, because it just doesn't show up in a stat sheet. And I wanted to have you on the show because you're a freshman and doing this stuff. And I think in the next 3 years, if you stay at Kentucky with the whole NIL and everything, I can't wait to see you as a senior because we have Hassett now, who's a good 3-point shooter, who's also got the size where she can rebound everything. I see that you with a lot more mobility as well. So what is your goal for the next 2-3 years?
Yeah. I think just like you said, I mean, talking with Coach Brooks before even coming here, we talked a lot about development and becoming this amazing player and stuff. And, that just doesn't happen overnight. And even like he said, like I'm starting to show a little bit more of a second semester freshman. So, just taking every practice, every rep, day by day, just developing my game. So I mean, maybe it's senior year, maybe it's next year, maybe it's the end of this season, but I think that as I grow, you'll start to see improvement on the court as well.
I think as a freshman, getting that trust from your head coach like that, it's got to build your confidence, right? It makes you feel better, like you can play with a little less pressure because you have the confidence of your coach behind you.
No, yeah, for sure, definitely.
Well, with some of the pressure, we can't deny how well Toni Morgan has been playing this year. Even against Oklahoma, I felt like she had the ball probably in her hand 80% of the time as far as dribbling on offense and still was creating everything, finding the right pass, making the right shot, even getting a wonderful block that I actually think saved the game. How's it making it easier for you to kind of transition and say, okay, this is how we've changed. I've got Toni running the point. I've got Clara doing all her things. And on my side, we just made the game-winning shot here.
That was amazing. Like, I was sitting there, I looked over, I was like, he was throwing it in. I was like, there's no chance. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was watching it in the air. I was like, wow. But anyways, so how's that transition been for you as Kentucky wins at LSU after being by like 80 and come back and win by 1 point? Anyways, sorry for the distraction.
Okay. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
It was a lot.
She was watching too.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But having Toni and having Clara as really, the focal points of all defense coming out against you guys, kind of to have that pressure not totally put onto you where you can say, okay, I can be comfortable because everything's going through them. How have they been leaders for you as well?
They've been amazing. It's crazy to see. I mean, I guess not crazy, but Toni's coming in as this transfer point guard. I feel like she has a lot of pressure with everyone talking about Georgia Amore and everything. So just seeing confidence from her. And, Clara Strack, she's still young as well, but just an amazing player. So both of them just having confidence in themselves and also in me. I mean, they're constantly telling me to just keep going out there and work as hard as you can. And you'll earn more minutes. And they talk about their freshman year. So just getting comfortable with them on and off the court has been really huge.
Now, one thing you said, Mark, I don't even know if you know this, but, everyone knows that Strack is a junior, but I didn't realize that she's still just 20 years old. So she is a very young junior on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I understand that. I think, I think I'm losing the internet. You guys got me still? We're good?
I've got you. The wind is blowing really hard and it's starting to pick up snow, so I'm hoping our internet stays.
This is how it goes in the Appalachian area. If
Yeah,
you
we
ever
live in
heard,
the
I'm sure you've
mountains.
heard of Harlan because that's where Trent Noah's from. So we mountain men down here. But so we have Florida coming up tomorrow. What's our thoughts going into this?
I mean, coach has just been saying that every game is a big one, and he always says the next game is the most important game because it's the next one. So I think we're just preparing. You know, they have a really good point guard, Liv McGill. I played in camp with her at USA. They also have I think sophomore, Post, I think Shaquille's daughter. So, you know, we just went over scout, and we've been going over it with the practice guys in practice and stuff. So we're just gonna come out the same way we came out at Oklahoma.
Sounds good. Well, hopefully we come out a little bit better because the 29% shooting, I felt so bad for Obi because everything she shot hit so much of the rim to not go in. But she kept it together. Fourth quarter, got like 3 rebounds on one possession.
Her
and
offensive rebounding really kept us going right there, man. That one possession, we got like 4 shots, I think it was.
Yeah, seriously. Hopefully we shoot a little bit better. We've been shooting a lot in practice too.
And, you know, speaking of which, of course, my daughter and I, we got to attend the practice, I guess last week or something like that. And it was a lot of fun for me because hearing Coach Hicks out there kind of really break down what plays are going to be ran by the opposing team. I love the chess match game when it comes to sports like that. And hearing her kind of talk like, hey, this is what we're going to call it. This is what they do, this action. Like, that would be a lot of fun as a coach, just to be the insight person, I guess, to see what we expect. And then how Brooks had you all walk through it first. I mean, like, okay, this is what we're going to see. Now let's go 50%. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool too. But the one thing I was amazed most was our bigs were shooting better than our guards on all the drills. And like 80-90% was going in. I was like, oh my goodness, okay, this is definitely not how I would be doing this, but this is awesome. So y'all definitely could shoot for sure. Do y'all ever have any friendly competition with those shots?
Oh yeah, definitely. We do sometimes. We actually, it's funny because at the beginning of the season, Coach Brooks actually called us. I mean, he said split into bigs and guards, and then we would do that shooting drill. And he's like, you know what? You guys are just big guards. So we just call ourselves the big guards. So yeah, I know we have a lot of confidence in shooting, and we do some competitions sometimes. Usually Millie breaks away with the win, but I know I'm gonna get her one day.
There you go. Okay, I like it. All right, so like I said, I've got you already for 12 minutes here. I will randomly talk about anything as long as you let me do. So I'm going to try to keep it somewhat professional here.
Come on now. You know it ain't going to be professional. There's nothing we do professional.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's totally right. So on UK Athletics, and Kami sent me this because I was like, hey, what's some crazy stuff that I may not know about her? And I didn't even know this was accessible for me. But 3 words to describe your game. And of course, you put determined, versatile, and happy. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Wow, pulling out some facts. Yeah, I mean, I think just growing up, I've always been kind of versatile. I was a point guard when I was younger.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that really developed my game, especially now. I'm a 6'4" shooter. So I think that once I start to learn how to use my body more too, I think I could be better down in the paint. So I'd say that I'm a pretty versatile player. And then, you know, always been determined, always been locked in as a player. But I think my most important thing is staying happy and always smiling through it. I think it's sometimes can be hard for college athletes or any athlete, honestly, to take the lows too low and the highs too high. So I'm just trying to have a good time and play the sport I love.
I really appreciate the happy in it because, you know, like you just said, sometimes we take it so serious, which we should, but we forget the joy about it. So, I mean, I like that. But one thing that I thought about would be a good word for you is energetic. Because, you know, if you're making a shot, you're screaming, you know, you don't care to voice your enthusiastic, if that's a word. And I appreciate
enthusiasm.
that. There you go. He helped me out with the English language. But and sometimes, and I think Tiani, that is one thing that we're kind of missing. And Claire, I think, is trying to be more of a voice too. But having you come in and yelling when you're making that 3 and stuff, I think that's, you know, contagious. Do you not agree?
No, yeah, thank you. Definitely. I mean, people or the team has been joking around sometimes. It could be a freshman thing. Just freshmen's always got a ton of energy. But yeah, I think I just go out there and whatever we need, I try and do it. So if that's energy, then I'll bring all the energy we need.
Okay. Now,
See, I
do
like
want to
that
know.
answer. You're just saying you're going to bring what's needed. That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
So you said you ran point guard before, of course. So if needed, can we see, some like tween from you?
No, yeah. I mean,
what?
we might have to run the point guard if needed, but Tony at the end of that game was getting hit around so much. But no.
Listen, yeah. I even told my wife, I said, Coach Brooks better not have any practice for them tomorrow, and they just need ice baths because Claire looked like she was kind of favoring the knee a little bit. Tony, I thought the floor was like rubber because she was just bouncing off of it like crazy. I was like, my goodness, like this is rough. But
it's exactly what I
I'm
thought.
just gonna say this because my ADHD. You're good. My internet's a little laggy, so it's kind of going on with that. But I don't know if you ever noticed, but next time you watch some highlights on Beers, when she goes with her left hand, her weak hand, she takes that right hand and actually moves your all's hands out of the way to shoot. Very smart, but also illegal. But anyway, that's my ADHD there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back focus on this. Let's find some more facts that we got on here. Marketing and sports after basketball. So what kind of marketing are you considering, or would you like to be like a podcaster since you know Cat's Jet's so awesome and all?
No, this has been sick. I might just be a podcaster. But no, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do after basketball yet. I think that like marketing and stuff would be really, really cool. I'm taking a bunch of classes right now, just trying to figure out what I want to do. So
okay, awesome. Well, listen, before we get going too long, because like I said, I would seriously talk your head off, and I've got to stay focused on this. My wife says I'm no good at staying focused, but somehow I remember that. I'm going to go ahead and start our fourth quarter questions for you. Okay, does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Go ahead, Mark. I know you want to apologize for my questions.
I warned her at the beginning. It was coming, so.
All right. So, fourth quarter questions. Favorite superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Any reason why, or is it just because it's a woman?
I just think that she's – I was about to swear here. I just think that she's really cool, and the movies are really cool. So
sounds good. Favorite food?
Favorite food, steak or sushi? One or the other.
So just steak. Because who likes sushi? Really?
You don't like sushi?
No, like it's still like kicking more or less. But so when you order your steak, how you ordering it?
Honestly, I like the way. I mean, I order it medium rare, but
okay.
My favorite steak is the way my dad cooks steak. So.
Okay, sounds good. That's fair. Chris, my wife says those are so opposite.
Really different.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. So here's one of my weird questions. All right, so you just got back from Walmart buying a roll of toilet paper because you need some. When you go to the bathroom to put the roll on there, does it roll over the top or underneath?
Over the top.
Okay, so you're not psycho. That's good. Any superstitions before games or just in life?
Not really. I mean, in high school, I used to always have a peanut butter and jelly before a game, but I haven't done that here. So
why peanut butter and jelly?
I don't know. I always had to make one.
Grape or strawberry jelly?
Grape.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As a child, a young child, what was your dream as a kid?
Oof, good question. My dream as a kid, I think I wanted to be a superstar. Like I think I wanted to be on TV, either like acting or singing or something.
So some form of star, then. I got you.
Yeah, some form of star.
All right, so shout out to one of our sponsors, as we always have to try to do there because we feel bad if we don't. If you've ever been to Golden Flame Wings, you need to go. Have you ever been there?
I've never been. No.
Okay, it's right by the theater, however you want to say it, by the ball. Road J Drive, I think it is. Anyways,
it's Road J Drive. It's actually called Golden Flame Hot Wings. I forget to put the hot in there a lot. So
I do too, because I don't order hot wings. I'm a wimp. But anyways, shout out to them. They're a sponsor of us. We're so thankful for the partnership that we got there. if you were to pull up there and order your wings, I need to know bone in or boneless.
Bone in.
She's a nice child. I like this. I listen, I argue with him. It's every week. Every now and then you'll get someone that says boneless. But if you're eating wings, you got to go bone in. That's what a wing's all about.
You got it.
He doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, stay messy.
Well, I mean, it's not really my hands; it's the beard. You know, can you imagine like all that sauce just in here? Like it's weird because if you ever had a beard, and thankfully, KK, you don't have a beard because you can't tell when there's food in there.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Save some for later.
All right, so blue cheese or ranch with those wings?
Okay.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go with blue cheese. I know that's a hot take for some people.
You're doing so well.
I grew up with bone-in blue cheese family on the couch watching Pats play some football. So,
listen, my wife, I found out the other day, blue cheese with her wings, and I was like, we've been married this long, like I'm almost on year 25, and I had no clue that she liked blue cheese. I'd never paid attention.
Yep.
What does blue cheese even taste like? Because it's mold, right?
I know. I don't even know how to describe how it tastes. It just tastes good.
I think one thing, it does give like a cooling effect to the actual hotness of the hot wing, so it kind of balances it out.
Yeah.
Because ranch still has that little bit of a kick, a little flavor to it. Not hot, but I'm saying it's got like its own flavor. I think the reason a lot of people like blue cheese is because it's the texture.
It's molded cheese. But is it even blue?
Yes.
I don't know if I believe you. Yes, maybe.
It is not, but I think the actual cheese is blue.
Yeah, before they make it, yeah.
It's chunky.
Okay, so it's like mustard. It's really white, but they add the yellow to make it yellow mustard. You know? You didn't know that, Mark? Yeah. Mustard's actually white?
I mean, I've not dived that deep into the history of mustard. I've never.
Look at you. Mustard is actually white, and they food colored it to yellow so people didn't get it confused with mayonnaise. So obviously, I'm fat and know this stuff about food. All right, moving on. You
definitely dove deeper than I, sir.
Are you a gamer? Xbox, PlayStation?
I'm not, but this Christmas I got a Nintendo Switch.
Okay, nice. Switch 2 or 1?
Did you get the new one?
No, I didn't get the new one. I think I got the older one.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So what games are we rocking on the Switch? Mario Kart?
I've been rocking some Mario Kart and Fortnite.
Everybody who plays this Fortnite.
Listen, I'm about to download it because like we used to play Call of Duty all the time and my buddies quit playing, and I've not even been on the Xbox in probably 3 months now because everybody quit playing Call of Duty, and I was like, everybody's playing Fortnite now, and I'm like, huh.
I don't get it. I can't build. If I'm at war, I don't want to be building a building.
Like, they have
got you.
Don't they have another a version though where you can play non-build?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, well maybe I'd play that. Doubt it though. All right, so waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes, definitely.
Pancakes. What are we ordering on those pancakes?
Honestly, I just like them plain with some syrup.
Syrup and butter. Okay, that's fine.
Maybe some whipped cream.
Okay, that's okay. That's better than blue cheese, so we'll go with it.
Yeah, no blue cheese.
You're in the dorm. You just made you a bologna sandwich with lettuce on there and yellow mayonnaise or yellow mustard, and you want to cut this in half. Are you cutting it in triangles or just straight across so you can get that thing going?
Triangles.
Proper. Okay. All right.
He makes fun of me for triangles, and I've told him all the time, if my daughter wants me to cut her sandwich, it's going in triangles. That's what she wants.
Yep. I like them in triangles.
I also see him eating that with a pinky up too, you know, with the triangles, but you know. Do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. I don't think I have any.
I've heard you've picked up a sport recently.
A sport?
What sport was that?
My computer.
You're not froze.
I'm sorry,
We just
I'm
don't know what
freezing up.
sport you're talking about. Me and her are both on the edge of our seats.
I'm only hearing half yours. Have you picked up pickleball recently?
Pickleball. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it in a while, but I did play pickleball, especially this summer. Me, Clara, Gabby, and Dom, I think we all went to the pickleball courts, and I would say that's a hidden talent. I'm not that bad. My mom is really good at pickleball.
Now, is that on an actual court, or is that is that the same thing as like when people they go into a room and hit it off the wall? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what that's called.
I know what you're talking about. I think it's like it's tennis court, just like smaller.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, I have a buddy in the military. He actually got stationed in England, and he told me he had a pickleball court where he's living, and I was like, okay.
Oh.
Wow. Chris is gonna have to fly me out there. I've never played it.
Oh man, apparently the military guys live nice. So.
Anyways, what's your favorite sports movie?
Have you ever seen the movie 1,000 to 1? It's a basketball movie. It's kind of older, but that's probably one of my favorite sports movies.
What'd you say it was called again?
Okay.
1,000 to 1.
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
It's a good one.
Absolutely. So can you tell us another one that we may actually know, like, Coach Carter or, Remember the Titans?
I actually haven't seen Remember the Titans. Let's see.
Oh, what?
I know. Yeah.
I forget.
It's bad. I'm trying to think. Have you guys ever seen Miracle Season? That one's about volleyball.
I have not.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Have none. Over 2. Maybe we're just getting old, Mark.
I know I'm old. I mean, I make references in class all the time to old movies. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, so I'm always quoting something from Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. I have the posters hanging in my classroom. These kids, a lot of them have no clue what I'm talking about.
Happy Gilmore's a good one. I could say that's one of my top ones.
I like using the quote from Billy Madison where the guy's like, "What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard." And I play that sometimes. If a kid says something just off the wall, I'll play the clip, and they like it.
Okay, I haven't ever asked anyone this, but since we talked food a little bit, I want to ask: what's the most nasty thing that you think that you've ever eaten?
Ever eaten? Most nasty thing. I mean, I've tried a lot. I mean, people could say that oysters are nasty, but I love them.
Okay. Well, what's something you don't like that most people do? How about that?
That I don't like that most people do? Mushrooms. I don't like
that. Sounds nasty.
The texture to them get me. I don't know. There's something about the texture.
They're pretty gross to me. No, but I like all foods. So.
Me too, as you can tell. What's your favorite candy bar?
Candy bar? I would go Twix or you guys know what Caramellos are?
Yes, absolutely.
Those really aren't that popular, and oh my goodness,
they're 2 of the better candy bars.
They would sell those for fundraisers because we all destroyed those. So yeah, those were great.
That's the first one that sells out when the kids still sell them. They'll come around, they got 4 kinds. You want crispy, almond, chocolate, or the caramel. And everybody wants the caramel or caramel, however you say it.
Absolutely. So, Caramellos. Awesome. Let's see here. Is there anything else that we don't know? Maybe a nickname other than KK that you used to have? We want to hear something crazy. Tell us something embarrassing about you.
Oh my goodness. Something embarrassing. I don't know if it's something embarrassing. Another nickname, my dad used to call me Cake.
Cake. I like it.
Talking about food a lot, so that kind of matches.
Yeah, it fits. It fits right with
it. I like it. Yeah. Desserts, cake, yeah.
Oh, there comes Dad.
Here's Dad saying that Reese Cups is the best. So
Yeah, he did say that. But I know Tiani called me Cake the other day. And she's been sticking with that too. So
okay, did she know that your dad called it, or did she try to make it up herself?
I was like, my dad used to call me that.
Oh, well, awesome. Yeah. All right, Kaelyn, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I already had you on here for 30 minutes. I know you got school and practice and everything.
I got one
we
more
want to
question.
thank you, of course, for coming on here. Good luck to you tomorrow as you all take on Florida at home. Oh, Mark's got his fingers up and frozen.
One more
screen.
question.
Okay.
You really are lagging because I said it and you just kept going. I got one more question. If you could give a piece of advice to any young lady out there that's getting into basketball, what would that advice be?
Yeah, good question. I think, like we talked about earlier, I would say just stay happy, and not take it too seriously. Definitely stay determined and work hard. But just remember why you love the game, and that should be your main focus.
I like that. I like to stay happy.
I like that. Well, Kaelyn, I believe that you survived Cat's Chat interview. Hopefully it wasn't as bad as, some of the other people might have said it was.
All the way from Massachusetts,
Keone, I think, was
talking to a couple guys from Harlan County.
Joke with us.
It was great.
Yes,
thank you for having me.
Yes. So, again, thank you for joining us, and good luck for the rest of the season. And, whenever you cross somebody up and do some kind of crazy, I want you to think, oh, Cat's Chat, that's for you guys, okay?
I will. Thank you, guys.
All right. God bless.
Oh, thanks. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Awesome, that was fun, lady, of course, man. As always. Yeah. Yes. To be a freshman and already, being able to take interviews like us, it's really cool for that. And just to see how she is blossoming.
I will be honest. This is probably one of the weirdest interviews I've ever taken. I think that because we ask the fun questions, like we're not asking the serious stuff like, hey, say when somebody screens you on the right side and you pivot, like we're not asking that stuff. We want to know the people. That's what we want to know. What kind of person are you? So.
Exactly. Mark, I surprised you. I don't know if you knew this one or not, but we do have another guest.
I've seen this guy. I think I know this guy.
He might be jumping ships because, the people he worked with have not yet had him on their show. And you know what? They also don't have his cell phone number like I do either. But guys, I talked to you all.
I don't know how you do this. Like, I don't know how you just randomly get people. You have no shame, do you? You just randomly walk up people. Hey, what's your digits?
Listen, I don't know if you remember, but when we went and watched Uncle Cracker and Third Eye Blind at the state.
No. That was Sugar Ray.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. When we went to the state fair, it was Uncle Cracker, Sugar Ray, and Goo Goo Dolls. That were the three groups because we left.
It wasn't Third Eye because Goo Goo Dolls was drunk and we said, "This is ridiculous that you're here with all these kids."
Yeah, we left their concert.
Yes. Well, anyway, I bought that shirt of Uncle Cracker. On the back of it, it said "No stranger in the shame," and for some reason, I was like, you know what,
that fits.
I kind of just live my life that way. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring on our next guest. And of course, it is Eric. How we doing today? And
I'm doing all right. Just got home.
Oh, well, let's see here. I got to try to. I can't see what you got written underneath yours.
My business and then
bird's eye view freelance photographer.
Okay, so Eric also has been taking pictures for Brad, as you know, and of course, sports cast with John and Alvo. And he's never been on their show, and Brad was even there when we talked about this, and I think it really broke Brad's heart.
He texted me today about it.
Oh, did he really? What did he say?
No, I texted him today. It's like, so you want to watch the podcast? He said, LOL. No, he said he's making sure I'm going to the game tomorrow night.
Gotcha. So, Mark, I was talking. Yes, by a last-second shot while we were alive. That was crazy because I was trying to ask Kaelyn a question there, and I just seen it out of the corner of my eye. I was like,
they were being all serious, and I go.
We all have our Kentucky background. So, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Of course, I actually inherited this shirt. Funny story. My brother-in-law went to UK to be a doctor, and it was year back in the Succeed and Proceed era, and all the players were signing a bunch of autographs, and he told me he got me that. And never gave it to me. Well, his dad,
sounds
we were down at visiting his house.
Huh?
Anyways, he's like, "Hey, I don't know whose this is. It's been here, but I know you like Kentucky, so here you go." It's like, "Oh, this was actually supposed to be mine, anyways." But it's got Devin Booker's signature and some other players there. He plays.
That's why I like my flag right there. That's pretty cool. My flag I have.
I got you. It looks good. I like that.
Men's basketball, women's basketball, and softball, and baseball.
Awesome. That's pretty good, dude.
That's before I started media. I used to just go get autographs. And then that's my day job, photos. I'd use graphics.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to say. Eric, tell us a little bit about you and what all you do.
So I am a photographer. I'm a freelance photographer, but I do the creative content for the women's basketball team for Bull County High School. We're 12-3, and then I work freelance mostly anything I want, anything that has a camera needed. Right now, I'm doing a lot of work for the women's basketball right now for various outlets.
Various.
Yeah, no. I have, let's see, I'm trying to dabble myself into a little bit of each sport right now. I've done a men's game this year. I've done numerous women's games. Baseball, I've done some of those. It's just helped my portfolio to get to the big levels.
Oh, yeah. I think it's awesome, dude, because you're, to us anyways, you're still a young guy who already at least knows what you want to do, and you're already seizing some opportunities with that.
Yeah.
My wife,
I'm just trying to see where I can get myself inputted and, like, help grow my platform and help others by bringing a professional photo aspect to it.
Right. And of course, Marquis the one that was talking to me about my camera and said, hey, you need this 50, 20, or 200, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, you just tell me what I need to get and we'll look at it. But to understand what he was saying, you know.
Well, I remember talking to him at Big Blue Madness because we were down on the blue carpet because you were telling me you just listened to one of our episodes. You'd never heard one. You was telling me you just listened to it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of various outlets. Why? Because, like, I like to work out or, like, go to the while I'm doing editing and stuff like that, and just like support others, man, because it's a small world. You have to support others because you're all seeds and you get to share and help others.
Yep. I like that.
And, you know, awesome. Just be honest, you know, Cats Chat's the best podcast you've ever, you know.
It's on my backpack, Michael. It's on my backpack.
That's right, Mark. I gave him a sticker, too, of our Cats Chat that my wife got me for Christmas. And so what was funny, I'll tell this story, too, and she might get embarrassed that I said it. So while I was in there in the post-game interview, with Brooks and everyone going on there, we had those stickers in my backpack, whatever. Kristen, my wife, she was waiting on the other side there, and all of a sudden she sends me a picture while I'm trying to record this, and it's just a picture of a phone laying down on the table, and she goes, that's Clara Strack's phone beside of me right there. I was like, she's, you know, kind of geeking out here with me. I said, put a Cats Chat sticker by it. Maybe she'd take it. So after the interview, I walk out, and the sticker's still laying there. She goes, she didn't take it. Like, oh, you know what? It happens. We tried.
She sent me that picture, and I said, "This boy has no shame. Like
he doesn't. Like he just leaves them. It's like a little trail."
Hey, we got to get out there somehow.
It's like Hansel and Gretel, just leaving the little Cats Chat stickers.
Well, he's not trying to cook me in the furnace yet. Maybe tomorrow night is part of the game.
Won't do that. But, you know, it is hard for us to get up to Lexington as much as some of you other guys, you know, that live in that area that just can. So that was one thing I thought was really sweet that she did was buy those stickers for us. And, you know, we could place them around the places and let people maybe say, well, what's this? And, you know, like you, now you're a walking billboard for us that has a Cats Chat logo on it.
Yeah, so it rolls around the state, going from all the way from the land of McCracken County all the way to Paducah Tillman to...
See, we're getting out there now. And right now we have 372 people live with us. At this moment, we appreciate
I'll be honest. I'm in, like, I couldn't believe the numbers when I first saw it tonight. So that's pretty awesome.
It is. Of course, Kentucky basketball, we know the game was going on live too. And the women's basketball, we were ranked 6th last week, took a tough loss, and then come back and win a tough
Oklahoma game was intense, though.
Yes. And the way that we were down so much in that first quarter, I looked at my wife once. I was like, this might not have been like what I thought this was.
It gave me feelings of the Maryland game a little bit at the beginning, and that's why I think it made me a little nervous.
Kind of gave me feelings of the men's
basketball.
basketball.
Make us nervous. Have y'all not learned every sport that makes us nervous in our own way? Men's basketball tonight.
Absolutely.
They LSU.
Absolutely. I do agree. So, but
battle
back.
Are y'all going to the
Wait. I got to tell you guys this. We have a Vols fan that's actually watching the show right now.
Oh, no. Who's that?
Yeah, our pastor. He messaged me. He said, you need some orange in that room. And I said, no.
Oh, sorry.
But we even got a Vols fan watching, so that's pretty cool. So shout out to Chris.
I appreciate you watching on there. Of course, you know, like and subscribe. Who cares if you like Tennessee? We won't hold that against you.
Well, it's only a Lowell fan.
Yeah. There it is.
So, Eric, I do want to talk more about what you do. You know, you said you've done a men's basketball game. You've done multiple women's games. You've been to the baseball and softball, as you said. You know, get that Goes Vols off here. Never orange. We appreciate that for sure. But tell us, in your young career, what has been one of the biggest all moments for you where you're like, oh, wow, I got to be a part of this?
So it doesn't even deal with NCAA at all. So I did creative content when I was an undergrad of college, and I got to cut the net when we won a national tournament.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
My first national title ring. That was my first college moment, like winning in a brand new city. We were the underdogs and we won that. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. What's some of the people that you've got to photograph? Take a picture of. Shoot.
Did you say photograph? Is that what you said?
That's where we were going with it, yes.
Oh.
So, what's some of the craziest people that you've got to, be a part of to get pictures of? There we go. Let me just.
It's not all sports though. I do, since it's not a freelance. I've gotten to meet politicians. I've met people that own business, Fortune 500 companies. I've been to forums for like people that run big pharmaceutical companies. I've met a lot of people that helped me. SEC commissioner, I met him last year at a game. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's pretty cool, man.
I've only 25.
Have you ever done
done bird's eye view for 3 years.
You said you help with the women's team at Boyle County, I think it was.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
The girls team. So do you ever do like, say, prom photos? Do you ever do like senior photos for them?
I do like those photos, yes, because the parents always need some form of photo. So I do that, but that's not as popular as like sports. I started my page because of sports, like capturing the biggest moments.
And I got to ask you this: have you ever done a wedding?
Yes. I'm working on a contract right now to book a wedding right now, actually.
Nice.
I mean, I know there's money in it.
Come on, here goes.
Michael makes fun of me. I DJ.
You don't want to do
DJ
it
weddings.
because it's long days. The drive.
It is a long.
And it's not sometimes you have a bridezilla. I haven't had that situation, but it's different.
Yeah, you can run into a bridezilla, and plus people don't realize the hours you guys put in just editing pictures.
That's why so everybody thinks the game, okay, tip off is at 7, the game may end at 9:30. That's when my work really starts because you have to edit, to travel back to your house.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the stuff that I'd like to learn because Jeff Moreland, I don't know if you know him or not, but he's come on the show.
I know Jeff. Me and him are great friends. He's from he's from Boyle County, the same town where I'm from.
Okay, so Danville then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome.
He's one of my mentors.
Okay, well, see, he's a good guy. He's been on our show twice, actually, and he talked to me personally at a game that I got to go an exhibition last year, and actually kind of took me around the Rupp Arena so I knew what I was doing, but got to learn what he does and the pictures that he takes and everything.
Yeah,
and it's really interesting because he's like, hey, listen, as soon as I get done, I'm going to this room to do all my edits. I'm like, what do you mean edits? That's not supposed to. I like that too. Mm-hmm. So what exactly are you guys doing in the edit room? Obviously edits,
first we download the photos from our cards, and then we cull to see if there's any bad photos, and then we look for 10 to 20 good photos to use for social media attraction, to hook the people to want to look at more. If you was at the LSU game tonight, you would want that Malachi Morano 3. That you would obviously want that. Right. You look for big moments. If it's a big loss, the emotional aspects, the physical aspects. There's different aspects you look for each game. Each sport is different too. Touchdowns in basketball or an and one basketball dunk by somebody. It's different in each sport. You have to just be able to depict of which you want to show emotion-wise.
So in our game that we was at, my wife took 88 pictures. And, of course, you've seen the camera we had. And it wasn't really zoomed in very much or anything. But she had a ball with it, and I love that she enjoyed it. I want to know, how many pictures would you be taking at a game?
High school or college?
College.
Okay, here, I'll give you an example right now. The Oklahoma game, I took 4,800 photos.
Oh my God!
And I pulled through that night, and on our pictures we can use for social medias, we have around, let's see, 800. And I have to Brad wants 20, but I don't ever give him 20. I don't give him 40 because I like the cheerleader aspect, people interaction, other people, coaches. I'm friends with. I'm really close with the dance team now because her daughter. Her son plays at a school in our region, so we play them all the time. So 4,800, that's not in football. When I did the Kentucky-Florida game this year, I had around 6,500 because of catwalk and all that stuff.
Do you just hold the button in? Just walk around, hold the button?
No. It's if it's, basketball, if they're driving into the paint and they're about to shoot, yes. In football, motions, there's a lot of sideline emotions. Emotions is a big thing in photography. if you can see what they're feeling, that's basically it.
That's awesome.
So
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of posts. Like tomorrow, I have Kentucky, Florida women's, and I know it's going to be a lot of photos.
It really blows my mind that 4,800 pictures, and you go through those, and you only came out with how many? 800? Did you say that you?
Yeah, because there's some that are like, you can see if you don't like a certain way, and since they follow my social media now, I really don't want to do them bad because I want them to share it. Like the coaching staff at UK Women's are sharing my post now.
Right.
Kendall, Rad, Lindsay Hicks, Sierra Gregory, they're all my friends now. Like, I don't want to post a picture of them with their mouth open because they're not going to share it.
Right.
And social media attraction is a big thing to drive numbers and stuff. I'm a big analytics person, so.
I got you. So, really, out of the 800, how much time does it take per photo to edit?
Okay, basketball, I have a preset most of the time. I have 3 different presets. A high school gym, those are terrible lighting. You know what he likes.
Right.
I have a setting for that. I have one that's like a generalized one. I can up it or down it, and it's pretty decent. And then UK, Rupp Arena, Memorial, volleyball, gymnastics, wherever. They're different because I have that one because they're generally good lighting, and I can just tweak a little thing and make it perfect.
Okay.
The editing process takes forever. Downloading is what takes forever, and then uploading it to our website takes forever.
Okay, so you have basically your own website that you're loading up uploading all your pictures.
I have to keep a file of all my photos between UK or Boyle because I have to send off my Boyle ones every year at the end of the year for yearbook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, that's something that, and I know we're live on an episode, but I'm really just learning here with you.
I can help you. I would love to help y'all like editing because Brad doesn't care about all that. He just likes the social media aspect.
Right.
I like the behind the scenes. I like to be behind the camera. And then when Jeff Moreland, Mont Dawson, Michael Wong, or one of them take my photo, I'm like, what are y'all doing to me?
I got you. Because even just the editing and the website, see, one thing that I'd like to do, because podcasting is great, but you already got to have somewhat of a following to be able to podcast, really. And I feel like we need to do some type of articles or whatnot and the small shorts or whatnot.
4 to 5 pictures and write an article, a small little, like a recap of they do in college. I used to do SID work at a college before Bird's Eye View started. That's where Bird's Eye View, one of the big reasons Bird's Eye View started, because we had to pay photographers for their photos, which I was like, why do we do that? Because we have a camera. Why don't we use it? And now we have, if you can write the recap and 4 or 5 photos, that'll drive the attraction. And they're big moments, like a dunk, like if it's a big major free throw or like a timeout right before, like tonight, there's a lot of big moments. I was thinking on the way home from tonight, I went to Bardstown tonight to photograph my bonus sisters game, and that was on the way home. I was like, if I was at the Kentucky LSU game, what moments would I have grabbed? And I texted all the guys that were there. I'm like, did y'all get that? They said, yeah. I'm like, that's why you guys pay the big bucks. I do not.
Right. See, because that whole part of it just kind of blows my mind, I guess, where I've not dealt with it. Like, how do you even manage a website to upload these pictures to do all that? Like, GoDaddy.com,
I like that part. It's a lot of work behind the scenes because you have to you have to look at the analytics and see what goes up. And it's like the stock market. I don't like complaining to the stock market because I don't, but it's a numbers game because certain pictures will drive things. And I know who follows my page now. Like, I have Tony Morgan's mom follow my social media now. So
that's cool.
That's a big deal. So I went to KSR after the game, the Oklahoma game, and she walked in, Kenny Brooks walked in, and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? I'm just eating dinner, and then there they are.
Nice.
She says, I see you at the games. Do you take pictures of my kid? I'm like, yeah. She's like, Tony Morgan's my kid. I'm like, okay, here's my socials. I'm like, hey, I'm like Michael in the same extent to Mark because like he doesn't have like he's not afraid to walk up to someone. He's like, hey, here's my number. Here you photos your kid because that's what you want.
But and see, actually, I'll give you a compliment on that because my wife, when you was talking to the police officer that sung the national anthem, sitting behind her, I went down there to talk for a little bit. She's like, see, I can't do that. Like, he's over here promoting himself and doing all this stuff. I said, honey, like, he's got a vision of what he wants to be, and that's it. So, I mean, you kind of got to do that.
I love helping people. Like, that's what I see. We're all seeds. Like, you know how they have a coaching tree? I like to have the seed, the helping people because I've had big time photographers at UK following. I'm really good friends like the big time outlets now. They're all helping me, so I want to help the lower people to see what they need, and I can help them like basically like offering like a coaching service.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, I've been looking around to try to find me a cheaper lens, and I've got a buddy that Mark actually we coached, I think, in basketball, Justin Howard, and he gave me a website where you can actually buy used camera lenses and stuff like that a lot cheaper.
I'm about to buy a new camera lens in a few weeks, and I'm about to cry when I buy that one.
That's the truth.
No, my camera lens I'm right now looking at it's around $6,000. So,
good. The one
Brad is not.
That's a used car, man.
The one I'm huffing about is like $300, and that's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm about to do this. You're talking about $6,000.
Y'all have never seen my football lens. Wait until y'all see my football lens, y'all would die.
Well, see, Jeff showed a picture of him one time while we was on here of somebody taking a picture of him with 3 different cameras that he had at an NFL game. He's like, so that one's for the long distance. This one's
one of those lenses, no joke. It was like
I have that same exact lens. Me and Jeff. I was on FaceTime with Jeff when I bought my last lens.
Gotcha. That's crazy. $6,000, $6K. Do you have any sponsorships?
I have the one that me and Jeff looked at. The one I use for football is around 20.
2,000?
No, that'd be 20,000.
He said no.
It makes money. So working photos makes the money back, but it's like dividends. It takes a while.
Gotcha.
But
I definitely want to piggyback off of you and trying to learn some of this photography stuff because I would think it'd be great.
Yeah, I'd love to help around. I like to do the behind the scenes stuff. That's why I don't think Brad or John has had me on their podcast because I love networking because you've seen that. Right. So like I would rather be able to talk to people behind the scenes and get to know them. Like me and Kenny Brooks are on personal friend level.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because like I was at the game. He said, "What's up, Eric?" And then he met with his friends from out of town. And then Kendall was like, you ever have pictures of me? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, me follow you on Instagram. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That is. Yeah.
You're kind of like me. That's how I've always been. I like doing the behind the scenes stuff. So when he wanted to do this podcast, I was like, yeah. Because I've always done radio.
I want to do a podcast like with my friends, but most of my friends are always busy with, pardon my weirdness, they're always with girlfriends or they're always with other commitments. My girlfriend doesn't care what I do as long as I bring money. She doesn't care.
Sounds about right.
But no, y'all going to the game tomorrow?
I am not. I don't think we actually applied for the medias on this one.
I was going to say, I don't think you'd applied.
How far away do you live from the game or from Lexington?
So my friend lives literally 10 minutes from there if I stay with him, or I'll drive about an hour. It's not bad.
Okay, yeah, see, that's not bad at all. See, the very first girls' game I went by myself. Mark wasn't able to go with me. And so I was a nervous wreck trying to figure out what door to even go in, what parking lot to even park in. And here I am like trying to huff it to Memorial Coliseum. And all of a sudden, Jacob with KSR Plus that does the recruiting is walking his dog by me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is crazy. You guys live so close that this is just like nonchalant to go to these things. And I'm making like a 3-hour trip, trying to plan out how long it's going to take here, where I'm eating at afterwards, and how long it's going to take me to get back. And for people close, it's just like, I'll be back in like 3 hours. I'm going to go to this ball game.
Yeah, I'm working on right now. Me and Brad's working on me covering the SEC tournament right now.
That's pretty cool.
Because I have time because Bowl County that's the time of softball season starting, and I don't have time. I got to balance that.
So in covering that, is that just, and I say just, obviously I don't mean that disrespectful, that's pictures, editing, and doing that for them to send out?
Yeah, and then I'll probably do some interviews and stuff. That's my big thing I want to start doing next school year. I want to start doing interviews and stuff. Because I want to do some interviews with like Josh Peterson and all the coaches and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, because I guess you got to do all your editing. That's why you can't go back there in the press conference after the game's in, right? I go to the press conference. I take photos of the press conference because I went to the Kentucky-Tennessee Tech game and took photos of the unforgettables. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't really for sure. Together. See, I wasn't for sure if you could actually take pictures in that because when I've been to the post interview, everything's super quiet. And I'm like, I'm afraid to make it
just for our articles and stuff, like recaps, like game time quotes and stuff like that.
Right, I got you.
I think I didn't go to the last press conference because I wanted to talk to the coaches. That's the only reason I didn't go to the one last game against Oklahoma because I know what they're going to say. It's hard fought. We just have to do better about rebounding. I can tell you what they're going to say.
Right.
And I can download the what's it called? The recap and watch it myself without going in there.
Oh, I got you.
And then Brad was there too. So I was like, Brad's here. I don't have to go.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize that you could download the recaps like that. So that's pretty cool. Listen, we're almost at an hour. We tried to stay under an hour because my ADHD takes over too much. So is there anything else you want to say before we go ahead and let you go on this? And you're more than welcome to come on this anytime you want to.
Yeah,
Brad.
absolutely.
Yeah, I would just appreciate everybody's helping me on the way to come to climb that steps to be a better photographer every day. The connections I've built and just growing more and more every day.
Where can people find you at?
So I have Bird's Eye View. It's all over X. I have Instagram. Instagram's right now blowing up because I made a post for my dad today. And then I have any social media, basically.
Okay, all Bird's Eye View.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's with a Y.
Yes, B-Y.
Okay,
yeah, he does good work. Y'all need to go check him out.
Absolutely.
And if you need a sports photographer, if you want me to drive all the way to Hazard, if there's a good restaurant, let me know.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you go to Hazard, Ponderosa is wonderful if it's still open.
They got a big blue smokehouse now.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. I didn't like the barbecue, but other stuff is good.
Finalizing our football schedule for next year, and I'm like, this is a lot of traveling next year.
Who is it?
Boyle County has a lot of football. Our schedule is getting scheduled for next year, and it's
Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, man, until we see you next time, thank you so much for jumping on here with us. And just so you know, we haven't had Brad on the show or John either. So you beat them on our show. So
and I'm gonna take them like, when's my turn now? No, they like to ramble about rambling about athletic stuff. I can talk about that all day, but I do that for my day job, and I ain't trying to talk about that all day.
I gotcha. And listen, Mark, I kid you not, Brad, look, he didn't ever say anything, but you could just see the disappointing thinking that he was coming on our show when Eric mentioned it. Like,
but the thing is, he has had ample time. I literally join and watch their show and be like, "What's up?" They said, "What's up?" Then they use my photos of the graphic, which is cool. But come on, I think it's hilarious. Brad,
anytime we can
was upset, low key, and Brad literally texted me. He's like, "Hey, I appreciate all the work. You're just going to grow your platform." He knows I'm trying to grow my platform, so he doesn't. I own the copyright to my photo, so he can't really do anything about it.
Right.
Well, anytime that you have something you want us to share from your platforms, tell us. We'll share it on our page.
I post 40 photos. Y'all can share that from my page.
Okay, we'll start doing that.
We'll definitely. Well, man, I appreciate it, and we will see you at the next game.
Yes, sir. Y'all get on.
See you, buddy.
Appreciate you joining us. Have a good one. Yep. So that's so crazy of all these opportunities. Like my wife, seriously,
man.
When we were there at the game, she's like, I didn't even know photography was really an outlet that you could go to, to work on. I was like, we live in Harlan. There's not really anything fancified, if that's a word, that we don't have those opportunities. So I think it's been so cool that we've had the podcast that we can learn about these different things and meet new people like this. And Eric, he's been a wonderful guy, showing us work. And just really not letting us be shy and bashful about what situation we're in. He came up to us during the blue carpet. It was like, hey, I know you guys. I've seen your show, and talked with us. And it was nice for that. But, David, sorry we didn't bring up your question earlier. We'll be able to get to it.
Well, we can talk about it real quick before we go.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. We'll bring it up now. He's asking what we thought about the game. I did not get to watch much of it. Church is 7 to 8 for me. Didn't really get home to watch enough of it. And my kids were trying to get their showers and I wanted to see them before they go to bed.
I'm there 6:30 to 7:30, and I happened to check in when the kids were doing a craft because I was helping my wife with the kids group. And, I'd looked and it was 6 to 3, LSU was up. And then I looked again, all of a sudden LSU was up 18 to 3, and I saw we were not shooting the ball very well.
Right.
First half was disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. This team is like Jekyll and Hyde. It's feast or famine. We either play really well or we play really bad. It's a situation where we'll go cold, but when we go hot, we go hot. At one point in that second half, we were 5 of 7 from 3.
Wow.
Sometimes it looks like we couldn't throw a ball in the ocean, and then all of a sudden we're hitting everything.
I know we were 1 for 12 in the first half at one point because Jared shared it with us. And that's just crazy to think.
I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people want to hate on Coach Pope. Look at that play he called up at the end of the game. Now, if we had missed that, would somebody be blaming him? Probably. But he gave him a chance, and Marino did what he needed to do.
What was really great for me is when I, turned and watched it replay a couple of times. Did that play remind you of anything?
The Leitner shot. Yeah, I saw somebody else already post, "Hey, Leitner, eat your heart out," or something like that.
Yeah, so. that's of course that one was in a Final Four, I think it was, March Madness. So I mean, obviously that was more. But when I seen him catch and shoot that, it's like, hey, we got our own Leitner play. So boom, back at you. That's why we knew to draw it up. But
I feel like Yelovich gave us some good minutes tonight. I think he does a good job on defense usually.
Now, see, I haven't yet to see any stats. I got it pulled up here now. I don't know if this is going to be full game or broken down in half.
We ended up shooting 10 of 23 from three.
That's crazy.
After starting out 1 for 12 from the field, we finished 25 of 56.
Yes. So we definitely.
So that means you went 24 out of 44 the next shots. So I mean that's a good clip.
What's crazy is how they do these plus and minuses now, and I'm just now looking at it from UK Athletics. Garrison was a -12, Mo was a -9, and Jasper was a -8. Granted, we only won by 1 point. Then you have Yelovich +8, Malachi +10, Otega +6, Aberdeen +6, and even Williams and Chandler both +2. And you think, man, we had so many pluses. How did we just win by 1 point? But see here, our biggest lead, Mark, on this is funny. Our biggest lead was 1 point.
No, we were up by 2 at one point, weren't we?
According to their website, in the second half with 3 minutes and 55 seconds was our biggest lead at 1. And of course, we won by 1. Let's see here. LSU in the first half.
I was glad to see them close out a game. I mean, I really was.
For sure. By periods, it was 38-22 at half. And then we outscored them 53-36 in the second half to win by 1.
And I see David's other comment here. I mean, I'm gonna give you a hot take. Like I don't know what's going on. Why Noah's not getting any minutes? A lot of people have asked me, and I mean, I don't know. I don't really have the inside scoop. I message him from time to time just to check on him, but I try not to bother him with this kind of thing. Right. Just checking on him as a former student. Not as a hey, you're playing at Kentucky. It's so. I mean, everybody's wondering if he's injured. I don't know. I have no clue. I've heard people say he isn't. I've heard people say he is. I don't know. I don't know if I've heard people say he's just out of the rotation at the moment. I have no clue. So I tell you what I do get fed up with, though, and we've talked about this, is the way people react on these social media sites talking about our players, different players, man. It's all right to be disappointed, be upset, but like when you start attacking players, that's not a fan. Like you're a hater. Like it kills me.
Hater.
David, I'm not talking you're doing that. I'm just saying on some of these websites I see, like people want to say, oh, he, so and so should be on the bench, and I'm just like, I'm teaching math every morning. I don't have the right to say who should be on the bench. So.
So first half we shot 8 for 30. And what did you say we finished up?
We finished 25 of 56. So that means we went 17 of 26 in the second half. Yeah.
And of the 3-point line in the second half, we went 8 for 11.
Yeah, I was going to say we shot that means we were 2 for 12 in the first half.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a good turn. And that's what I'm saying, Jekyll and Hyde, man. Feast or famine. Like, we couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in that first half. And we come out in the second half, and it's like something clicked. And I'll be honest with you, I think one of the things is we started sharing the ball more. Yeah. I mean, we ended the game with 14 assists.
And, that's one thing that Pope's talked about is, and fans said the ball is almost stagnant sometimes because
yes,
we don't know what we're doing on offense as far as how we're attacking or whatnot. And I feel like we're trying to read the defense and not react fast enough when, hey, if you ain't got it, just go ahead and kick that ball on out. Dumb it down. I will
say, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, dumb it down like Pope kind of said. I don't think he meant it disrespectfully, but like if we're trying to read 3 or 4 different things and we can't get through the one, okay, let's just stick to one. If it's not there, go ahead and work it to the other side for the reverse.
I mean, we make some bonehead plays here and there. I mean, we really do. And as soon as you see it, you're like, here we go again. That's what a lot of people think because of what we've been. But maybe this can be the turnaround point for this team. Mm-hmm. Like you battle back and you get that buzzer beater win. maybe this can be the game that we can look back at and say, all right, that's what sparked them. And I hope that's true, because we're rolling into Tennessee coming up Saturday. So I think we need that spark, because Tennessee's a good ball team. You're not going to go in there and walk over them, so you better not think you are. You better be ready to play, because they're going to be ready to play you. And that I will say, I did like our defensive intensity in that second half. I love the way we played defense.
And that's at Tennessee too, ain't it?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Okay. So, guys, it is 10 o'clock. We're 5 minutes over 10 o'clock.
I'm tired. Is that snow sticking yet? I need to know if I'm going to get me a day tomorrow.
I don't know. I can look out my window or
look out that window. Give me some good news.
My back deck is covered with snow. Now it's not big time, but it is.
No. You said it's covered snow. It's enough for me right now.
Listen, it's Harlan County. It's already canceled because of that, so it's all good. But guys, as always, we appreciate you. The 380 people that are live with us right now.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that more than y'all.
370 on X with us. We're thankful for that. But guys, if you don't care, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, put on that notification and all that great stuff. Follow us on Twitter. I put some stuff on TikTok actually today. I'm trying to get back into focusing on trying to take care of all the social medias. It's a lot. 3 kids, a full-time job, being a general manager, and trying to do this. It's tough. And I've got to
I get it, because that's why I try to share as much as I can when I'm on Facebook, because between calling ball games, DJing will pick back up once the winter's over. It's usually slow in the winter, but calling ball games, doing all that stuff, teaching, tutoring, this week has been actually do what? Yeah, well, parenting too. But I'm saying, just like my day yesterday, I literally taught all day, went and tutored, came straight back to the high school. I did the homecoming, went and grabbed something to eat, came back, called a ball game. So I didn't get home till 9 something. So it's I left at 7:30 and got home at 9:30.
That's tough. That is tough.
Makes for a long day.
Mark, where can people find you at besides
you can find me on X and on Instagram at DJ Mark Lawson. You can find me on Facebook at Mark Lawson.
Of course, you can find you. MD Lawson 00 on all social media platforms, but most importantly, go to youtube.com at Cats Chat Pod and follow us.
We need those subscriptions. Come on.
We've got to get up. We're close. We got to get to 500. If we get to 500, we better make some 50 cents, and stuff like that. So we can.
Well, that's the thing. I would just like to make a little money so we could do more. You know what I mean? Buy more equipment and all that kind of stuff.
We did make money from Facebook last week.
How?
38 cents.
38 cents. Book the cruise.
Right. We're going to have to put the tax forms out there now because we're making some money.
38 cents. That's great.
We wouldn't be able to do it if it weren't for you guys. So we're thankful for everything that you guys do on that. But out of everything that we said, thank you, KK, for the interview. Thank you to Eric for jumping on here too. I know we said some great wisdom things. Obviously, I'm lying about that. But the most importantly thing that I do want you to pay attention to is these 3 things right here. Number 1, love God. Number 2, love others. And 3, love UK sports.
God bless.